Pisces out there, thank you all. First of all, thank you all. Whether you're a Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, Leo, Libra, Cancer, Sagittarius, does not matter. Thank you so much for being here. To all of my divine twin flames, because as you know, I am a divine feminine. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for supporting Blue Aura Healing, Guidance, and Tarot. Excuse the cough drop. I know how irritable that can make some of us. Okay. However, my throat was bothering me, as you know, doing a lot of speaking, doing a lot of talking, things like that. Your voice is constantly going to bother you, and then ascending and going through things and making sure you just get your body right, which I'm ascending in completely new ways. So going through all of these changes, I have to now get my diet together all over again. Like your diet has to elevate and change every time you elevate and change. It cannot stay the same. You cannot stay the same. But without further ado, thank you all for being here. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. This should have happened a long ass time ago. So the fact that it's even happening now, go us for finally doing it. And for all of you who will come and subscribe to the channel, thank you in advance. Welcome, welcome. It's currently raining. I love the rain. It's my favorite weather. But I did feel like with the light on, because it was really dark outside, it keeps going like dark and then light, then dark and then light. You know how it gets through sometimes when it's raining outside. So it keeps conflicting with the lights that I have on in here, and it throws the lighting off. So I didn't want to do all of that. So if you now see some shining through or whatever, and the lighting goes kind of funny with the cards and the colors, I apologize about that in advance. But as we go along, and as Blue Aura continues to expand, and I get the money, the resources that I need to be able to put it back into the business, of course, as I already do, then I will continue to do so, and we will continue to get more equipment, and we will kind of turn it into like a little studio for you guys. Okay, so to really make it come to life and make it what it's supposed to be. This vision is okay. All right. So thank you guys. Now, Pisces, I did channel a message for you and it is rather lengthy. Okay, but we're going to go through it all. I'm going to read it all to you guys the way that I channeled it during my meditative state. And then I'm going to do some cards for you. Okay. So the month of May 2019 for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, okay? At this particular moment in time, you have a lot of abundance. You have a lot of things to be grateful for, a lot of things to be appreciative of, okay? However, you're not quite able to see that 1000%. Okay, and there's a few reasons as to why, but let's get started. So right now, life is pretty amazing for you overall, Pisces. Okay, you have a really well balanced life when it comes to all areas. Okay, when it comes to your finances, they're exactly where they need to be. When it comes to your money flow and the way that things are going in that department, then when it comes to your home life and your family life, that area is going well as well. Okay. We also have, overall a pretty happy life for you just when it comes to, like I said, your career, your finances, your money. If you're, not working, you have some type of money coming in. That's where you're able to take care of your finances. So you're doing pretty well. Like everything is taken care of. You don't have any worries right now, Pisces. A large some of you, okay, are in this group that I'm talking about. Because remember, energy is something that is not going to pertain to each and every person, just a certain amount of people that are in that energy group. Okay, so this is the energy group that I am tapped into right now. Your life is pretty balanced in all areas, okay? However, this is associated with your root chakra. So I feel like your root chakra is pretty good right now, okay? Because all of your root chakra is connected to the things I was just talking about. When it comes to your family and when it comes to your money, pretty much anything that has to do with our security or us feeling secure, feeling safe, and feeling provided for, protected, taken care of, things of that nature, okay? You have that pretty much in a good space right now overall, okay? My only thing is when it comes to you right now, Pisces, you're not quite feeling the abundance that you have. You're not quite able to see it, recognize it, realize it, whatever word you want to use for it, because of the simple fact of some type of betrayal or some type of heartache that has taken place in your past. Okay. Now, this was a traumatic experience or experiences that have now caused you to look at people funny, look at people sideways, always doubt what people have to say, doubt their, sincerity when it comes to what they're telling you. So I feel like a person or people in your life right now are presenting themselves to be certain types of people. And because of these traumatic experiences that you've dealt with, you're having a really difficult time with believing what people are saying. So it's like, I hear you. I want to believe you. It's not that I don't want to believe you. It's not that you've given me any reason to not believe you. However, I have valid reasoning for feeling how I feel. That's the energy that I get. Like, you're very valid in your feelings and your emotions. I'm always going to be a firm believer in that because I've experienced that. You know what I mean? The reason why I do what I do in the first place is because I know what it feels like to be alone. I know what it feels like to feel like you have nobody to talk to. Because if you talk to somebody, you never know what their true intentions are. Are you here to really listen to me, understand me, be here for me, support me, and all of these things? Or are you going to judge me? Are you going to belittle me or some type of thing like that? You know what I mean? It's really difficult to know what people's intentions are. So it's really hard to open yourself up to people. I understand that wholeheartedly, especially being a Pisces moon. Okay. I definitely get it. Being in a place of, okay, all of this is going good and I want to have friends or I want to have a lover. You know what I mean? I want to trust. I want to trust that this is it. I want to trust that you got me. I want to trust that, I can open up myself again. But the last time I did that, I got burned type of energy. Okay. So there's that rainfall. Can you guys hear it? Like I said, I'm a Pisces moon, so love the rain. You know how it makes us feel. It's like, oh God, yes, thank you, yes. Um, your soul just feels at ease. But it's like you want to trust people. You want to believe in what people have to say. You're just not sure that you can. You're just not sure that you can trust people and that you can believe in them. Okay. And I would suggest getting you a little pyrite. Okay. I'm going to just throw that in there. I typically don't discuss what crystals and things you should get. But like I said, I'm a Pisces moon. And this is one of the stones that has been helping me with some of those feelings that I have. Okay. When you want to trust people, you want to believe in people, you want to believe that they have pure intentions, but you're just not sure. A pyrite is going to keep you protected from negative energy and energies that are not of, light and love energy. Okay. If it doesn't mean you well, a pyrite is not going to allow that energy to come near you. And I have quite a few of these, and I have them in certain places. But this one is quite in the shape of a heart, and that's why it's one of my favorites. And it just looks different. It reminds me of my heart, for example. Just different, you know what I mean? And that's how I feel about you, Pisces. I feel like you're just different. And you know that. You know that you're somebody who's different. So you want somebody that's different. You want something that's different. You want to believe that people can be different. All right. So all of that came up for that reason. Okay. So I feel like I said, everything in your life, you do have a pretty balanced life right now, but it's like really difficult for you to be able to trust people, really be able to trust that this is going this well. You're like, something got to be off. Something has to be wrong here. You know what I mean? Like that too good to be true thing. Like you like, something is wrong about this. Something is off about this. Whether it's a person, a situation, it just your life in general right now. You like, this shit going too smooth. This shit going too smooth. Like where's the who gonna come out? Am I being punked? Like that's how you feel. You feel like somebody about to hop out the bushes, or you know what I'm saying? Like that type of energy. But it doesn't feel intentional. It doesn't feel like you're keeping yourself from being happy on purpose. Obviously, who would do something like that? Who's gonna say, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna just keep myself from being happy. I don't want to be happy. Fuck being happy. Why be happy? That's not for me. I don't want to be happy. Like, let me back myself up. What is that? I have no idea. But yeah, like let me get myself together over here because I'm feeling your energy. It's like it's not intentional. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to keep yourself from being happy. You want to be happy. It's just what the hell is that? That's the remote. You want to be happy. You're just not sure of how to do it, how to actually make that happen for yourself at this point. So I got everything with that lotion. Everything going on over here. But yeah, and so, yeah, it's not intentional or whatever the case may be, Pisces. So don't sweat it. Don't trip too much over it. Understand that the divine is bringing these uncomfortable feelings of yours to the surface so that you can deal with them. Okay. So in other words, you realize that you're not able to allow yourself to be happy. So now is the time for you to question yourself about that. Why do I not allow myself to be happy? Why anytime I'm happy do I have to question my happiness? Why do I have to question everybody's intentions? What within me is making me feel this way about everybody else? And then you have to deal with that thing. whatever it is. Like I said, I feel like this is something related to traumatic childhood experiences or things that you've experienced at some point in time in your life. It could have been from childhood, even into adulthood. You've been experiencing a lot of bullshit, excuse my language. So it's really hard for you to take, people at face value when they tell you something, period. All right. To put it simply put, like, let me just put the notebook down and just give it to you raw, like, period. I wrote it in a way that, it's all professional sounding and stuff like that. But right now, Pisces, I feel like you need something a little more raw. You need the truth. The truth of the matter is you're not doing this on purpose. You just don't know how to take people at face value, period. People have given you too many times to see their ass as to where now you can trust that somebody's face is their face. You know what I mean? That's what I feel. So you really want to be happy. You feel like you should be happy, but you're not able to allow yourself to be happy at this moment. So I want to take into what can you do for this month of May in order to make sure that you stay rooted and grounded in that feeling of gratitude. Because my advice to you, when I was in this meditative state, I wrote down advice to Pisces. Advice to Pisces is to stay centered in gratitude. All right. That is my advice to you because, like I said, being a Pisces moon, I understand what it is that you're going through because being a Pisces moon is who I really am. Okay, if you're not aware of what your natal chart means and stuff like that, then I can hook you up and help you out with how to figure that out. No problem, free of charge, free 99. There's information that I'm willing to help the collective with free of charge because information is everywhere. Information is everywhere. Okay, then there's information or then there's abilities that I have and things that I'm able to do that, of course, you're gonna have to charge. I'm gonna have to charge you for that because something I went to school for, something I've been practicing, something I build up on, something that's inherited, whatever the case may be. But when it's free information that's out there for all of us, excuse me, I'll help you with that, no problem. But Pisces moon, like I was saying, this is something that I've been going through, even with my fiance. Recognizing and appreciating that he's a great man. At the same time, though, I've seen too many asses as to where when somebody's showing me their face, I'm able to say, oh, yeah, that's your face. Shit, is it your ass? I'm still not sure yet. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things. Like everything is going pretty fucking great, and I'll still be like, I don't know. Trying to be safe. And he just keep on loving me, keep being there, keep supporting, keep riding it out, understanding that I done seen too many asses. So he's just gonna keep showing me his face until I realize, yeah, this is my face. Yeah, that's his face. You know what I'm saying? I said this is my because shit, twin flame shit. But whatever. You get the point. So I feel like it's something along those lines. If it's not with a person, I definitely feel like it's just in general. Like you might have a really good work situation going on right now, and shit might really be really fucking good, Pisces, at work. Like really good. You might be having a really good money income, you know what I'm saying, or money flow in regards to what's coming in, okay? And not too much has to go out. Like shit is just really good right now for you in regards to finances. It's like you're getting more in than you're putting out, and shit is you like sitting on a cake, sitting on a cake, sitting on a cake. That's how I feel. I keep hearing it in my head. I don't know why of all things. Sit on the cake, sit on the cake. Like what? But you know how we are, Pisces. Look, I said you know how we are because, like I said, Pisces moon. That's who I really am. So kind of quirky or kooky or whatever people want to call it, but sitting on the cake, sitting on the cake. That just came to my head. So whatever. But yeah, like I said, more money coming in than going out. So I feel like shit is just really good for you. But whatever it is, you have gotten burned at some previous work situations. So it's really difficult for you to be like, yeah, no, this is what's up. Yeah, no, this is good. Yeah, I can invest all of myself into this pot. But anyway, let's go ahead and keep it rocking. I feel like I'm dwindling now, and that's not what I want to do. So let's go ahead and carry on. I'm gonna start with some oracle cards. So Spirit, first of all, I already shuffled, but let's go ahead and get started. So Spirit, this is for Pisces, May 2019. We want to see what it is that Pisces can do in order to allow themselves to stay centered in gratitude. What it is that Pisces can do in order to allow themselves to stay centered in gratitude. Spirit, we would like to see what it is that Pisces can do for the month of May 2019 in order to allow themselves to stay centered in gratitude. All right, let's take a look at this, guys. I want to see what it is that Pisces can do to keep themselves centered in gratitude for the month of May 2019. Okay, so the first card that you got is the Heart of God, number 9. Okay, so what you can do to keep yourself centered in gratitude is being centered in the heart of God, understanding that yes, everything that's in your life right now, all of these blessings, even if you can't understand the details as to the who, what, when, how, and all this other stuff, it does not matter. Okay, you may not understand that The divine is blessing you simply because the divine wants to bless you, period. Simply because the divine is tired of seeing you struggle. Simply because the divine is tired of hearing your heartache. Simply because the divine is just tired of seeing his child, going without, being without, feeling left out, feeling abandoned, feeling, neglected. Now is the time for you to reap some type of reward for how you've been feeling, for your diligence, for your consistency. And I don't know any Pisces out there, like not a single one. Like, from my personal experience, like I don't know any Pisces that is selfish, that is thoughtless, that is heartless. I don't know any Pisces like that. Every single Pisces that I know is selfless, is giving, is generous, is caring. I mean, first of all, my little sister is a Pisces. That little girl is, I can't even say little girl, obviously, because she's grown as hell now. Like, but oh my God, like, oh my God, I have big sister syndrome. I just noticed that. Like, we're not even that far apart. And if I'm grown, she's clearly grown. Like, I just, that little girl, like, what the fuck? Hella disrespectful. But anyways, I have big sister syndrome. I gotta snap out of that shit. But my little sister, she's a Pisces, and she'll be there for anybody in a heartbeat. You get what I'm saying? In a heartbeat. It's been times where I have been in some bonds, okay, and I could be like, sis, hello, what the hell, hello, it's Virgo, hello, it's real, hello, and she'll be like, all right, like it'd be like, let's say for example, my tire blow out or something, and she'll be the first person there. All right, don't matter what she's doing, okay. I could be doing a promotion for my business for Blue Aura Healing, okay? And my cousin, she's a Pisces. She'll be the first one of the first people to book an appointment. Like, okay, when I was working at one of these little jobs out here, or when I was in New Jersey rather. Hold on one second. TJ, close the door. When I was in New Jersey and I was working at one of those jobs that I had, the women in there was real shiesty. The shit they was doing to each other, the stuff they would do to each other, like underhanded things or whatever. There was one girl in there who would always look out for me and make sure that, I pretty much kept my nose in my work and not into what everything else was going on or everything else that was happening. She was a Pisces. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know any Pisces that is selfish, that only thinks to themselves or anything like that. So I feel like the way you can feel safe and feel secure is just understanding that God has you. God got you covered. Regardless of what situation it is that you're going through, just know that God has you covered. I feel like there's some difficulty, like I said before, that you're facing with being happy. You're finding it difficult to believe that this can be real. And then here we go again with that color red. So that root chakra. Remember, I brought the root chakra up, and the root chakra has everything to do with what I was talking about, connected to your abundance and your wealth. True wealth is everything that people don't pay attention to. Let's just call it what it is. True wealth is happiness. True wealth is, not having any needs, not having any wants. God, the divine, providing for you, taking care of everything, okay, that you need to have taken care of so that you can live happily. You don't have to worry about what bill needs to be paid because God is going to make sure that it gets paid, okay? So that type of energy. How can you stay centered in happiness? Understanding that God has your back, okay? And I also want to read the channeled message from Alana Fairchild as well, because I feel like you would really benefit from that additionally, on top of what I just said, but just to also hear from Alana Fairchild's version as well, intuitively, what this card represents. Okay, 9 also representing a cycle, but being very, very, very connected to God, being very connected to God's heart, you being in the center of God's heart. And this is why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. You're feeling bliss, you're feeling happiness. Okay, you might be finding it hard to be happy because if you look around you, you don't feel like you have any reason around you to be happy. It's just not making sense to you. Like I said, you're worrying too much about the who, when, why, and all the details and stuff like that. You're literally happy because God has made it so, and that's it. All right, so it says this oracle holds a message for you. I'm only going to read the part that matters. This oracle holds a message for you direct from the divine. You have a sacred purpose to fulfill upon this earth, and it's all sorted out. This situation, this issue, this awakening that you seek, okay, and are living even now, is held lovingly in the hands of the divine creator. The creator says to you, leave it with me. It's all unfolded in perfection. I am alive in your heart. I am your heart. So like I said, just this part right here, leave it with me, okay? It's all unfolding in perfection. I am alive in your heart. I am your heart. So like I said, you finding it real difficult because you're looking around you, you're not understanding how you're happy. You're not understanding how things are going to work out. You're not understanding where this abundance is going to come from. All right, none of it is making sense to you. but the divine is telling you, hey, it's already being taken care of. It's already being orchestrated. I got you. Your bill is being paid because I'm gonna pay your bill. Okay. It's like I said, you're starting to feel safe and feel secure again, and it's kind of hard for you to do that. Like I said, people have showed you too much of their ass before. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and see in what ways can Pisces continue to keep themselves centered in gratitude for May 2019? In what ways can Pisces keep themselves centered in gratitude? In what ways can Pisces keep themselves centered in gratitude? Spirit, in what ways can Pisces keep themselves centered in gratitude? So this card wanted to come out before. The spaces between the words, okay? And what's really funny, what's really funny about the spaces in between the words, wow. The spaces between the words has a lot to do with, like I said, something not having an explanation, something not being completely written out for you, something not being completely put before you and being said as, hey, this is what it is. This is what's going on. This is what spirit wants to say to you. This is, all the details. Here's the format. Here's the booklet and all the directions and the instructions and da 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 da. No, this is something coming together that you're not quite able to explain. You feel something coming together, okay? You know you've been maintaining, you're not sure how you've been maintaining. You've been getting by, but you're not quite sure how you've been getting by, but you know you've been getting by. Space between the words. There's something coming together, something happening within you, something happening in your life that you cannot quite explain, like I said before. You have not been happy for a while now. So the fact that you're stepping into true bliss, into true happiness, it gives you reason to be cautious, okay? Reason to say, you know what, something is off about this. Like I said, show me your ass because I know this is not your face. Okay, I don't know why spirit keeps saying that. Like, I done said it like 10 times. I never repeat anything that much during my readings. Like, not quite sure, but I keep coming out. But spaces between the words, like, you know that something is coming. You just can't quite put your finger on it. You can't explain it. It's a lot of stuff going on here, Pisces, okay? And then also that being number 6. So this has to do with your family. So I feel like there's a lot of things with family wounds and family pain, family trauma that is being healed, okay? Potentially you have a lot of heartache surrounding family. You have feelings with security or issues with security because of family situations, family trauma, family whatever, mishaps, misfortunes, whatever. Okay, like, but the divine is taking a look into your heart and is helping you rise above these situations because then you got sweet soul rising. So the divine is taking a look inside of your heart because, like I said, the divine is tired of hearing you, crying. The divine is tired of hearing you be sad. All right, I feel like the divine has been listening to this for a really, really, really long time now, kind of like on repeat. And it got to the point where the song was repeated so much that the CD started skipping. Okay, so the divine was just like, what's this? Like it grabbed his attention really quickly because it was like, what's this? You know what I'm saying? Like if there's music playing, which we always hear that there's so much music playing in heaven, right? You know that when you're getting closer and closer to God's throne, because that's when you start hearing all different types of music and melody, but they all go together. They all come together and work together. But that's what the divine hears from us. We sound like music. We sound like melody. Our hearts and souls sound like music to the divine. But when somebody's song starts skipping, of course that's going to throw the whole damn song off, right? It's going to be like, well, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? That don't sound real right. So now the divine got to come down off the throne, take a look into the sky and see what the hell is going on. Who is that? Sounding like that right there. You know what I'm saying? And then they see that it's you and they're like, oh no, Pisces baby. We're gonna have to handle that. We're gonna have to get this taken care of. So now the divine is doing things and stepping up in ways that you cannot explain. You're not able to explain. And this is making you fearful. This is making you doubtful, a whole lot of things. But the divine is saying this is why your soul is rising. You're being elevated to a whole new level. I'm taking you above all of this pain and this hurt that you've been feeling. So now we're going to heal these old wounds and we're going to get this stuff sorted out. So now I'm going to pull some tarot cards, okay? And we're going to look at a little further into each card that I pulled, okay? But I definitely, like I said, feel like you are completing a cycle of feeling like you were not secure. You're completing a cycle of feeling like you're not worthy of a certain level of happiness. And this is because of certain childhood wounds, certain traumatic experiences that you've had over your lifetime. I do feel like you are connecting with a soulmate, okay? Because the Two of Cups came out. So I do feel like you are connecting with a soulmate here. All right. And like I said, this is going to of course make you fearful, okay? But like I said, with this nine here and then the nine being underneath the Two of Cups, I feel like you're completing a cycle when it comes to how you view yourself, how you allow other people in, the trust that you give to other people. This could be why you're not able to trust whatever situation this is, because like I said, all areas of your life are trying to balance out. You already have good financial situation, you already have a good home life. So with that being said, why not have love? Don't you deserve love too? The divine got tired of hearing the song on repeat. The divine got tired of hearing the damn broken track. So the divine said, oh no, we got to get some love going on up here. But now that love is coming in, it's hard for you to allow it in because of certain situations that you faced in the past, certain betrayals, certain heartaches, and things of that nature. And like I said before, of course that makes sense. Of course. You know what I mean? Like this is a situation that you were going through, or situations that happened to you that dimmed your light a little bit, that kind of shattered your heart in certain places. And now your heart is coming back together. God had to put your heart inside of his and show you in what ways that it's still alive and what ways it's still peace. Okay. So with this Two of Cups here, definitely a soulmate connection. You and somebody getting real close to each other. I feel as though, like I said, but it's really hard for you to allow this person in. This is the only way that you're unable to allow yourself happiness. So it's kind of keeping a blockage there, for real, to be honest with you. It's hard for you to move forward if you're allowing yourself to stay stuck in previous mishaps and previous situations. Okay. So now let's take a look into the spaces between the words. When it comes to the space between the words, like I said before, just things going on around you that you can't necessarily explain. Okay. You feel as though your guard might be coming down and you may be wondering if you're being foolish. Okay. That might be the problem. You may be wondering if you're being foolish because of certain things that you've experienced in the past. But I feel as though a part of you knows that this is meant to happen, and that everything was meant to happen in the way that it happened. Okay. I feel as though, you can't quite explain how things are being put together. You just know that things are being put together. We have the Four of Wands here, and the Four of Wands is all about building sturdy and solid foundations. Okay, things coming together and falling into their place. Like I said, a lot of abundance, a lot of wealth. Okay, and this does not necessarily mean that you're going to win $100,000 or $100 zillion. That's not what I mean by that. But what I mean is you're building some type of foundation that you can be proud of. So like I said, more money coming in than more money going out. So of course you're building something solid here with this Four of Wands. Four of Wands also has to do with engagements and proposals. So do not shoot the messenger here. I'm not going to put that as a title or anything because I don't want you to get too damn excited and then be like, oh God, no, oh my God, see, no, and then start really doubting the situation. I'm not going to put anything out there. I'm just going to tell you to go with the flow, or whatever happens, happens. But I do see that you do have a soulmate connection coming in, somebody that you're going to be able to build something with. This is something that you're not able to explain. Now, at the same time here with this Shakti on the bottom of this card, and then underneath that you have man of the earth, woman of the sky. Underneath that on the bottom of the deck, I definitely feel like you're coming into contact with somebody. Like I said, you're going to be able to build a solid foundation with this person, but you're doubting and you're tripping because of certain betrayals that you have experienced in the past. Not something for you to be hard on yourself. Like I said before, it does not feel like it's intentional. I don't feel like you're purposefully trying to push this person away, but spirit is telling me to be weary of that. At the same time, though, I feel like even if you try to push this person away or try to push this energy away, it's not really going to work, because when something is meant to be, it's going to happen. So, yeah, that's that. So just allow that to be. Now I want to take a look at what is going on with Sweet Soul Rising. Even though I told you, you're just elevating to a whole nother place. You're elevating to another level. Um, your life is balancing in all ways. In this area, in this particular area, when it comes to romance and when it comes to love, you have not been allowing yourself to you have not been allowing yourself to balance yourself out in this way, to balance yourself out in this area. You have been allowing your finances to be straight. Of course, that's work. You're gonna need things. And if you have kids, your kids gonna need things, and you got bills, so your bills gotta get paid. So of course you're gonna get your money. You're gonna make sure your money's straight. So you're not denying that fact at all. And then, with your family being supportive and with you and your family having a good relationship and with you healing family traumatic wounds and stuff like that, of course you're going to be happy with that. Who the hell wouldn't be happy with that? So, of course, you're going to welcome that. When it comes to love and people outside of your family and outside of those two things, that is where you have a difficult time. That is where the struggle is. That is where the struggle is real for you, Pisces. Letting somebody else in because it's like, I done got too burned too many times. But this is the one area that you need to let your guard down in order for your life to feel balanced. So I feel like because you have yet to let your guard down in this area, you're feeling the imbalance. That's, you're feeling it, but you have the opportunity to allow this to happen. You have the eight of cups here with the Fool card in reverse, so definitely having the ability to go within yourself, taking some time to go within yourself and really reflect on what it is that you want and what it is that's missing and why it is that you are keeping yourself from this thing, from this person. Okay, the Fool card is all about taking risks, taking chances, being willing to take a leap of faith. But I feel as though a part of you is not willing to allow yourself to do this. A part of you is stuck within yourself where all of the dark memories and all of the dark hurt and all of the dark pain is at. And Spirit is telling you that in order for you to be this fool, in order for you to get out of this, you're going to have to allow yourself to move forward. Okay, you're going to have to allow yourself to move forward to this 10 of Pentacles. Okay, you're going to have to allow yourself to step outside of your thoughts. Okay, Eight of Cups is all about, like I said, going within yourself. So you're going to have to take that time, Pisces, to really go within yourself, really reflect on what it is that you want, what it is that you have been wanting, and why it is that now that you're starting to receive it, you don't want it. Okay, you have to be honest with yourself and say, you know what, get your shit together, you lady or man, because you've been saying this, that, and the third for a little bit time now, and now that the time is here, now that this is what we have to do, now that this is what's going on, this is how you want to react to it. I don't think so. So you have to have a conversation with yourself and say, it's time to put our big boy or big girl underwear on. Take this chariot, move forward towards this 10 of Coins. We have to do what we have to do in order to get this happiness, this bliss. Okay, 10 of Coins is all about things in your home being well provided for, well taken care of, you being able to take care of everything in your life that you need to take care of. You just being really, really happy. To look at this person on the Chariot card. This person is like feeling great. All right. This is also number 7, so it's about being on the right track. This is all you would have to do in order to get your life on the right track. Just allow yourself to be open to love. I feel like that's the one area that you keep yourself closed off on, and that's because of betrayals and heartaches. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap this up because we are 32 minutes in. Oh my goodness. So if you want to take a look into furthermore how you can allow yourself to enjoy this process, how you can allow yourself to be this sweet soul rising and receive, everything that's meant to come to you, which is good fortune, which is good things popping off here, okay? Then go ahead and book a personal one-on-one reading with me. I am going to put all the information in the description box below. And otherwise noted, thank you guys for being here and subscribe to my channel. I will be back with more, so I want to see you guys back for more. And that's it. Have a great day, guys.